1917, a historical war movie written and directed by Sam Mendes that tells a story about two British soldiers during World War I who are given a mission to go deep into enemy territory to deliver a message that could help save the lives of 1600 people. This movie was nominated for 10 Academy Awards and won 3 Oscars for Best Cinematography, Best Visual Effects, and Best Sound Mixing. The cinematography for this movie was done by Roger Deakins, who also did an amazing job for Blade Runner 2049, also winning an Oscar for it. The cinematography in this movie will blow your mind. I am not kidding. If you watch Blade Runner 2049, then you will know what I'm talking about. This dude also worked on movies like The Shawshank Redemption, Sicario, and Skyfall, which happens to be a few of my all-time favorite movies. Coming to the directing, Sam Mendes, who's famous for directing movies like The American Beauty, Road to Perdition, and James Bond films like Skyfall and Spectre, is one of those few directors that have a raw talent for storytelling. All his movies have a good story, plot, and execution. 1917 is by far his best work to date. The visual storytelling in this movie is phenomenal. As you may already know by now, this movie is very unique for being a one-shot film. It is designed in such a way to look like there are absolutely no cuts in the movie. Throughout the entire movie, the camera follows the protagonist through the war-torn battlefields, through muddy puddles, through broken houses and trenches. The camera rolls seamlessly without ever stopping or cutting to the next scene. It's something like playing a third-person action game where the camera is located behind the camera's shoulders and you are following the character and experiencing whatever he is experiencing. This is cinema magic right there. Through this whole movie, you feel like you're also physically there on the journey with those two soldiers across different landscapes. You feel what they are feeling as you are being shot at or being chased by your enemies, or you feel the rush when you jump into a river and there are explosions happening all around you. That feeling is captured in a more physical way as the camera is moving with the actors. It is easy to say that so much technicality has gone into each shot. With the way the camera moves through muddy puddles, through the waters, through broken houses, and through wide open valleys, give you a sense of scale and height the work people have put behind this movie. This is a technical achievement and sets a bar for future movies to achieve. The costume designs and the production design is outstanding. The sets look amazing and realistic. The camera work is amazing and the story is superb. The story is fairly simple. It's about these two soldiers played by George Mackay and Dean Charles Chapman, known for his role as Tommen Baratheon in Game of Thrones, are sent on this mission to deliver a message to Colonel Mackenzie, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, to withdraw the attack on Germans as they have set a trap for them. With the phone lines cut, it is up to them to deliver this urgent message to save the potential lives of 1600 troops who are waiting to attack the German battalion. This movie takes place in German-occupied France during World War I. The movie doesn't dwell on the war aspect, but rather the journey these two soldiers must make through enemy territory to deliver the message while risking their lives through impending danger. The way this movie is shot is nerve-wracking and tense. As a viewer, you get the sense of danger as these two soldiers make their way through enemy territory. The music helps in that regard. Music gives this certain amount of ambience and atmosphere to the scenes that give the feeling that the soldiers are not safe and there is danger lurking behind every corner. The movie makes you concerned for the lives of these two soldiers that I rarely found in any other movie. You become invested in the lives of these two soldiers, and the backstory and exposition of these two are slowly revealed as time goes on, as the soldiers chat about it to each other as they're traveling through the movie. By the end of the movie, you pretty much know everything there is to know about them, about their lives and about their personalities. The movie also features cameos from a lot of famous British actors like Mark Strong, Colin Firth, Richard Madden, Andrew Scott, Benedict Cumberbatch, to name a few. The sound design in this movie is just amazing. The level of detail put into sound mixing and editing is just fantastic. The sound of gunshots, warplanes, explosions, flares give a very realistic and authentic feeling to the movie. Also the way the music blends into the scene is surreal. There were moments in that movie that really gave me a heart attack. There was this one scene in particular where the two soldiers are in a German bunker and it is booby-trapped with tripwires and stepping on them could set off an explosion. The scene is pretty quiet until a large rat suddenly jumps at the wire, causing an explosion. The sound of the explosion literally made me jump out of my seat. There is this another scene where a warplane is shot down in a dogfight and it is falling down towards a protagonist, the engine sounds and the sound of the crashing plane is just a delight to hear. There are many effects like this throughout the movie and are quite tense and startling, and you feel like you're actually there with them during all those scenes. It's absolutely fantastic. Coming to the verdict, this movie is brilliant. It is a technical achievement on its own, and there are lots of moments in this movie that stand out. Good acting from our two leads, the supporting actors, good story and plot, amazing camera work and directing. The sets are very authentic and realistic for a World War I based movie. Lots of tense and amazing action sequence keep the viewer at the edge of the seats, and there's a pretty darn good sound editing to add to that. All these points have earned this movie a 9.5 out of 10. This movie may be compared to other great movies like Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk or Saving Private Ryan, but this movie stands on its own for being a more character-driven film with lots of good technical achievements that will truly outshine other movies of the same genre. This movie is currently streaming on Sony Live. The film is shot for IMAX screens. It is too bad that it's not possible now due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but to those who are lucky enough to see this in a movie, good for you. But for all others, I would recommend that you watch this movie on a TV rather than a mobile phone to get a more cinematic experience. If you enjoyed watching this review, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. If you want to be notified whenever a new video is up, please hit the notification bell icon to stay notified. That's it for the end of this video. Stay safe and stay awesome, you guys. See you in the next video. Bye.